Good morning and welcome to Nice Work Pal. I am Jim, and with me as always behind the camera is Dawn. Say good morning, Dawn.
Good morning, Dawn.
And Ariana's here with us too somewhere. We're here at Volcano Bay. We've never been here before. Because it's our first visit, we splurged and got a cabana. That way we'd have a home base, a place to have a snack, a drink, get a couple little perks that might help us out on our first day.
Shade.
Yeah, shade. So we'll show you what that's all about too, because that's a lot more money, but it does come with a few perks. So anyway, let's go do this. Inside of our cabana, we have chairs and a welcome basket full of goodies.
Ooh, what's in there?
It looks like it's a bunch of fresh fruit and cookies. Yeah, pastries. It looks like plenty of food for us. Good way to get started. Additionally, we have a towel rack. If you normally come here, you have to bring your own towel, unless you got a cabana, and then they give you the towels. There's a safe up here, so you can put your valuables in there. And down here is a refrigerator. It is currently stocked with waters and a couple cooling towels. And here's one of the nicer features. We have our own tapu station, kind of like a magic band. This is a way for us to get in line for the rides, the water park rides, and get a return time. And one at a time, we get to scan in and get on the rides, not have to wait in a long line. Normally, you do that throughout the park, but if you have a cabana, you have your own station here, so we can just pick the next ride right here. That's pretty awesome.
Nice.
And then last but not least, we have this really big long lounger. I almost wish it was more than one.
Yeah.
This is like way too long for one person, but too
really
short for two. That's about it. There's some curtains for privacy. They're gonna come and check on us every hour or so we can order food and drinks from here, which is a nice perk. But for us today, it's going to be great because we don't really know our way around this park very well, so it's going to be great to have a home base that we can return to and make our plans. So I will say this. We had early entry because of the cabana. We used like all of the time getting in. We got to the Universal gates at 8 o'clock, but between paying for parking, walking over to the screening area, taking a bus, checking on a little ticket issue, and then finding our cabana, the hour was over. Just like that. Hadn't even started. But still not too crowded yet, so we tapped into our first ride. But we're wandering around trying to find it because this is a big confusing place if you've never been here before. But we're on our way to Krakatoa Aqua Coaster. That's going to be our first stop. We hear that's the longest line, so we got right in that queue. We only had to wait like 15 minutes, and apparently the wait time's already up to like 40 or 50. So I'm glad we are checking out that one first. Okay, we're on our way to the Fearless River. So the lazy rivers are the only place we can actually bring the camera in the water, that and the beach. But we can't bring it on any of the slides. So we'll take a good look around the park so you can see what's here. All right, first and foremost, we've got to get our life jackets. Okay, I have to say this is kind of cool. I'm just in a little life vest, and the water just, if you just like pick up your feet, the water just sweeps you away. Can't say this is pretty relaxing. Now, there's some water elements we're going to have to be aware of.
Oh, right into the wall.
Now we can see it's only 4 feet deep, so we'll be okay, but we're coming up on the slides. Looks like we're gonna go right through the volcano. Oh no, it's a wave! Ah! Where'd that come from?
Like, apparently when that music played, the wave comes.
Okay. Just every so often they're gonna throw in a tidal wave just for the fun of it? Yeah. We wade in for the lazy river. Up above we can see a couple more slides. That's the Anu slide. And I believe it's the other one's the Moana slide maybe, but they're big raft rides for up to 5 people. We went on the blue one. It was, for a moment, a little scary. Now we're in the lazy river. This river feels lazier, but I'm seeing some water features up ahead. I don't know, are we gonna get wet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. It's just the lazier river. We got wet. Ooh, this is pretty. Here they come. Uh-oh. What was that? Like every, I don't know how often, but that clock changes and instead of smooth sailing, it's waves.
So cute.
Yeah. So we got a good array of food. We got some chicken sliders, we got some ribs and some pulled pork. We got a burger.
Burger's got some crispy fried onions on there.
Yeah.
And pickled jalapenos, cabbage and mango basil slaw with avocado mayonnaise on a Hawaiian style bun. These are the yuca fries.
Those look good.
With garlic mojo sauce.
It's little, we might need mojo sauce. Chicken sliders. These are cute.
So good.
They're little, but they're good. And we got one other drink here as well.
Cocoa Reef. It's
Cocoa Reef.
Don Q Limon, coconut water, cream of coconut, and Sprite.
Okay, so very coconutty.
Very.
All right. Toasted coconut pineapple. I like it. Very tropical. Comes in a Volcano Bay glass.
Coconut rum and pineapple juice.
I'm gonna try the coconut one first. Yeah, coconut and Sprite, but tropical. I like it. Now I'm gonna try this other one. That one I like even more. I'm kind of a pineapple fan. So here's the Oh No and Oh Yeah slides that we'll be getting on later.
You were.
Okay, we've spent a day here at Volcano Bay, our very first one ever, and it takes a while to make sense of this. So I'm gonna run through some areas of the park, take a look at everything around, just take a leisurely stroll. We've been haphazardly running from one thing to another. starting with this morning, we had to check into our cabana right away. We wanted to hurry up and get on that aqua coaster right away because we heard it's a long wait. So I want to take a broader look at what's here at Volcano Bay. Starting here at the entrance. When you come in, you can't miss it. It's the volcano. There's a lot of different attractions that run through this volcano. There's one right at the tippy top. It is one of those tubes that you get in and it drops you down. I rode that. It was fantastic. It was a blur. 1 minute you're in the tube, the next minute you're in a pool going, what happened? But it was a lot of fun. The pool at the bottom is a pool sometimes, and then when the alarm goes off, it becomes a wave pool, although not to the level of Typhoon Lagoon. There's tons of beach chairs out here. There's a lot of umbrellas. So my advice would be, if you can get here early, get yourself a good spot. Just behind the park is Cabana Bay, which is one of Universal's resorts. It's not one of the ones that's closest to the theme parks, but it is right here next to Volcano Bay, which is probably why I say Cabana Bay instead of Volcano Bay half the time. As I walk counterclockwise from the entrance, Krakatoa Katie's is the very first gift shop we see. All kinds of cool souvenirs, snacks, towels, etc. Besides cabanas, there is also some premium seating. I don't know what that costs. We didn't do that. Cahola Reef? I don't know. The names here are doing the usual damage to my reputation. I can't pronounce anything, but this is a nice looking restaurant featuring coconut curry chicken, mango barbecued pulled pork sandwiches, and pizza. The sidewalks are cooled by these jet sprays, which at first I thought was just for fun, but as the day went on, I realized it's essential because these sidewalks got super hot. The North Beach Pavilion was where we checked in this morning for our cabana. Just a little waiting area while someone greeted us with a basket and walked us over to our area. Right outside the pavilion is one of the signs you'll see throughout the park showing which rides are available when, what kind of wait there is. Krakatoa Aqua Coaster says the ride is full, which means if you haven't tapped in by now, you aren't going on. But some of the others say ride now, which means you can go on right away. Some say 15 minutes, which means if you tap your band, you can go get in the line in 15 minutes. Dancing Dragons is another bar lounge area, very tropical, and right behind it you'll see the waterfalls coming down the Volcano Bay volcano. It's very cool. The views around here are spectacular. So here inside the bar, you can see the views of the bay are fantastic. Also to the right here, you can see some slides that go in and out of the volcano. Those slides you enter from the backside of the volcano. There's a whole bunch of rides that go through this volcano. Also, I don't know how you say that, Koakiri, that's the big ride. The one that drops you down from the tippy top of the volcano. 45-minute wait after you tap in your band. I did it when it said 40, and I swear to God it took 5 minutes. This is where that giant slide dumps off its passengers.
I think so. When it went, I went.
She made it, folks. What would have been really cool would have been to get one of these cabanas just to the right of the volcano that's overlooking the bay. I could have stared at that all day. So Ariana and I went on the blue slide today. I believe that was the Hanu slide. Yeah, it wasn't a big long wait. Lots of stairs though. But as you can see, it is a family raft tube. And this It's got kind of one of those big, like, swishy areas up at the top where you just feel like you're gonna flip over. It's awesome. This is the entrance to that kids splash pad area that we mentioned, just to the right of the volcano. Is it the right of the volcano? If the volcano's round, I don't know. But yeah, water everywhere. This is super fun looking. You got kids that gotta burn off steam. This is the place to do it. Walk away, way. I don't know, but it's another quick service location where you can get some Hawaiian pizza, shrimp mac and cheese, or hot dogs. The Krakatoa Aqua Coaster is the longest virtual line. You will get in here all day. It's closed now. At one point, it was up to 125 minutes. And what that means is that just means it's a couple hours before you can even get in line. It was only 15 when we got in line, and we probably waited in line at least a half hour after that. So this is the one you wait for. Here's a couple more water slides, Reki and Tonga. I rode the Tonga one today. It was a lot of fun. It can take people one or two at a time, and here is what those slides look like. They're way up in the air. You gotta climb a lot of stairs to get up to those, but good long windy ride on the way down. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. So we're almost directly behind the volcano now, and as you can see, windy tubes everywhere, staircases walking way up to the tippy top. I gotta tell you, I was a little out of breath up there. And while we're here, let's get a little look at the Aqua Coaster. I really wish we could have taken the camera on the Aqua Coaster. The Punga Racers is, I believe, 4 water slide tubes so that you can race your friends if you would like to. Here's an example of where you could tap in for that. If you tapped in now, you could return to this ride in 10 minutes. All right, I'm pretty sure we covered this already, that this was the entrance to the, well, I don't even know what it's called. It's not the lazy river, the second laziest river. Tiawa, the Fearless River, that's what it's called. And this is where you get in and you can get your life jacket, and then you just go float at a very rapid pace. Maki Pui round raft slides. These are rafts that'll fit your whole family. Send you down a big old tube. And over here is the Bamboo Jungle Kitchen. They featured island chicken salad, bamboo burger, and mahi sandwich. A very nice area. There's lots of covered seating, not really indoor. This will hurt your head if you try to make sense of it, but here is the map. The volcano being in the center, you come in over here, the volcano's in the center. We've been kind of walking around this way, and right now we're over here, and I'm gonna go try to meet up with Dawn somewhere in this area. But yeah, it helps me to think of it like a circle. But when I first got here, the roads in here were so windy, I was lost. Last but not least, the Oh Yeah and the Oh No drop slides are just around the corner from here, probably about 9 o'clock in the park. But I'm just going to show you where these come out, because that's the important part. These tube slides dump out about 10 feet above the water. There's also a couple that are more like 6 feet, but yeah, that purple one over there, I went out that one today. That was amazing. All right, and then there's this like lovely churro stand with ices. Just back there is where our cabana was. Directly on the other side, there was this entrance that most of the day confused us. There is an entrance to a couple of slides, Kala and Tainui, however you say it. Why did they do that to me? But anyway, those slides start way at the top of the volcano, just like the one we saw in the front. They just aren't quite as prominent as the other slide, but it is the same drop. It's the same thrill level. Totally kind of a hidden gem if the other line is too long. Anyway, as we head up towards the Kala and Tanui lines, if you stay to the left, you're going in line. If you stay to the middle, you're just cutting through the volcano. If you go to the right, you're going to the Spirit of Krakatau the attraction, which is where we're going to go right now. It starts by walking right in front of the volcano. This is just amazing. I'm gonna get a little wet here. Some sort of interactive element. I think I made the water splash. If there had been people below, that would have been cool. I am really having trouble seeing in here, but there is something to tap. Ooh. Pretty. Alright, that wasn't quite the big long experience I was hoping for, but still interesting. Hey everyone, it's the Tomorrowland People Dryer. Huh? We're leaving Volcano Bay. What a whirlwind of a day. If I take anything away from this day, it's that I feel your pain if you are on your first trip to Disney World or any of the theme parks down here in the Orlando area. It is overwhelming. Walking in and not knowing where you're going is crazy. It feels very unorganized. But by the end of the day, yeah, we knew where we were going. We rode the rides. We got all around the park. In a nutshell, there's probably 10 slides here where you would tap your band in for. Some of them are redundant. You'll get everything in, so don't sweat that part. Come down here, have a good time, get a good seat with an umbrella. There's like 3 locker spots around the park. There's plenty of good food and drink places for everybody in your party. Dawn likes this place better than the other water parks she's been to.
I do.
I don't know. I got my favorite. My favorite is Typhoon Lagoon, but Dawn likes this one a lot, so we'll probably be back.
To be fair, Blizzard Beach has been closed. We haven't gotten to try it, but I don't think it's going to compare to this.
I am itching to go back to Blizzard Beach because I have not been there in like 105 years. I don't know what the holdup is, but I'm ready to go back. But until then, Volcano Bay is a nice option. So we hope you've enjoyed coming along with us here on our very first visit to Volcano Bay. If you've enjoyed following us along, please subscribe to our channel. It would mean the world to us. Come along on all of our adventures. We really want to keep doing this. Dawn, how'd we do today?
Nice work, pal.
We're almost out of battery. We're almost out of card space. We're almost out of daylight. We're almost out of everything. Energy. Is there anything else we're out of?
Money.
True. It's funny because it's true. Up next on Nice Work Pal, behind the scenes.